Say hi, Ian.
Hey, I can't see what's going on at the moment, but I will. I will soon.
Okay,
Hopefully.
cool. So basically, blue team have picked Brom.
Describe to me the picks.
I will tell you what's going on. Blue team have picked Brom, Tristana,
Yep.
Fiddlesticks, Azir, and Ari, and they banned out the Rek'Sai, Jarvan, and Fizz. Okay.
Azir and Ori.
Yes, it looks like that's an Azir top with TP.
Okay.
And on the purple side,
So-
they have Brand,
Interesting.
Fresh, Lucian, Riven, and Pantheon. So that's
Okay, that
Yeah.
seems more conventional. Yeah.
yeah.
So that'll be a Riven versus Azir top. I think
Yes.
Riven's just gonna get destroyed in that lane.
Yeah, probably. Let me see. 1,
'Cause-
2. So it was actually a counter pick. So Riven got picked first, and then they
Yeah.
counter picked the
Mm.
Azir into it.
Because
And-
Azir ult can just
Oh yeah,
completely move Riven away, and Riven needs you to get close. So if Riven uses her entire gap close combo to get to Azir, and then when Azir pushes her out, she won't be able to get back in. So it's a good counter pick to Riven, I reckon.
yeah. And the other thing is the Riven is just going to get poked out every time unless she alls in completely. I mean, if the Azir plays it right, obviously because he has the range, he can always just poke out the Riven and not take any damage, right?
Yeah.
So this should be a pretty interesting matchup. Again, the Riven has. Can you spectate the game now? Because they're
let's
about
see.
to start. But it's pretty interesting because the Riven has the ignite, so she's obviously going for this super fed Riven. You know, get the kills in lane, get fed, and then carry the team. As you should really, because Riven needs the kills. You know, she needs a snowball.
Yeah.
But the Azir has the TP, so late game, if the Riven doesn't get fed, then this Azir will have a much bigger impact, especially in map control. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Just
Yeah,
have they started yet? I'm gonna quickly be right back.
yes. So
Are they still
then,
loading up? Okay.
They just joined
no.
in, so you have like another minute and a half
Okay.
or something.
Okay. I'm gonna
Cool, no
be
problem.
right back.
So this will be pretty interesting. I mean, this is an Ari support. No, sorry, that's crazy. Ari mid versus the Brand, and we also have the Azir top against the Riven. So some really interesting matchups here. Hopefully we'll get some really cool fights up top lane. We'll see this Azir and see what it can do against this Riven. Again, the Brand mid, not something that you see very often, certainly not in LCS anyway. So this will be interesting to see how he matches up against the Azir. Of course, the Ari. The Ari has a lot of mobility when she hits 6. So Brand is going to find it pretty hard to dodge these charms. If he does get hit by them, it could be a bit of a problem for him. And in the bot lane, we haven't talked much about it, but the fresh Lucian bot lane for purple side, quite standard, with a Tristana Braum. And we don't see much Braum nowadays, but it'd be interesting to see what he can do. Obviously, Lucian and Fresh is quite a strong early laner, and that should be quite painful for the Braum, because any Braum lane is pretty weak, and it's quite hard to stay in lane really. You can get poked out quite easily, and you can't really trade as much damage. And not to mention the Tristana, again, she doesn't really hit a spike until later in the game when she has some items, so we'll have to see how this goes. In the jungle, the Pantheon versus Fiddlesticks. Not much to say, but certainly the Pantheon can get a lot more pre-6 ganks versus this Fiddlesticks, which really needs his ult. But Fiddlesticks' strength is in the team. It's in the team fights when if he can get that, 5-man ulti right in the middle of the fight, he can do absolutely tons of damage. So we'll have to see. Something that we didn't mention is that this blue team has so much AP. I mean, you have the Fiddlesticks, the Ari, and the Azir, all of them doing magic damage. And the only AD they really have here is Tristana. So it's really gonna be up to this Tristana ADC to carry this and deal out the damage later. But interestingly enough, we can see that the blue team is actually zoning out He is indeed zoning out this Lucian. He's doing quite well. Having said that, Lucian has shoved in. He has a slight creep advantage. That's about even right now. We'll have to see, but he is taking quite a bit of poke, really. Oh, and on the top lane, a little bit of action. And this is what we said about the Azir Riven matchup, which is Azir with his zoning potential can really deal out the damage to Riven. And once she's used that Q, he's around playing with that cooldown, you know. That Q is used, you see it, wait for it to go down. When it's fully used, then you move forward and zone them out even more. Whoa, back in the bot lane, Lucian is taking so much damage, and Tristana is taking a lot of damage as well. It looks like they traded a lot of damage there, but flashes from the Braum and Lucian. Oh, Fresh just misses the hook, unfortunately. And a pretty crazy trade at bottom. But it looks like red team is getting forced out, or at least getting forced back quite a bit. And wow, this is exactly what we expected in the top lane. Riven is taking a lot of damage against this Azir, and even with the ignite, there's not much. Ow! And Ahri charms Brand in the mid lane, and Fiddlesticks comes in for the gank, fears, and get first blood for the Ahri. What an amazing play right there. That was just incredible. The Ahri landing the charm, and Ahri actually Eye of Blades is down to 190 HP, so it was pretty close, but that landing that charm was absolutely crucial, and he gets the ignite. Perfect timing for the Fiddlesticks to come in, but the top lane Pantheon comes in for the gank on the shoved in Azir. He gets him with the stun, but Riven is too far back, having been poked out too much. Can they chase this down? It doesn't look like it, and they don't even burn the flash from Azir, so not much gained in the top lane. Riven was just poked out too much and getting zoned completely, to the extent that there was not too much he could do, Pantheon could do there, with Riven so far back. And this is the case that you usually expect. Ooh, Pantheon comes from repeat, but he shows himself too early, looking to burn a flash at least. No, unfortunately he's not close enough. And here we've actually seen the Lucian been forced out. Oh, Fresh lands the hook on the Braum, but Braum just jumps away. And we are seeing in the bot lane that Riven has been forced out of lane, and the CS is 28 to Tristana against 15 for the Lucian, which is absolutely incredible when you consider that this is a Tristana Braum lane versus Fresh and Lucian, where they should really have the early damage. Whoa! Azir goes in on the Riven, forces him out of lane, but can't quite get a kill. But this will work out perfectly for Azir. Interestingly enough, Riven is actually 28 to 27 CS, so it is quite even. Whoa, Lucian returned to the bot lane, and he gets a little bit of damage onto the Tristana, no problems there. Back in the mid lane, they burned the flash from Brand with the gank from Fiddlesticks, but Brand just flashes out of the way and he's alive. No problems there. But yeah, returning back to this top lane, interestingly enough, Riven is doing quite well on CS, much better than you would have expected at least, with its 28 to 33. So we'll have to see how that goes. In the mid lane, Brand is actually winning on the CS, even though he's been ganked twice now, and that will make a big difference, because the 10 CS increase for Brand is going to be, you know, it's going to make up for some of that first blood golden Ahri. Now up to 12 CS. And if you look at the gold, actually, it's 8.2k for blue team versus 7.8k. Oh! Pantheon lands a stun on the Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks just fears the Brand. Can he get out? Brand misses his Q and isn't able to finish off the kill there. Really unfortunate. And this Fiddlesticks has been doing some work. I said at the start that pre-6 Fiddlesticks ganks is not too strong, but he has made 2 very successful ganks in the mid lane, getting first blood for the Ahri as well. Oh, Riven just takes some more poke at the top lane. Normal stuff right now, and you know, 5-7 minutes in, blue team is pulling up to a bit of a lead here with 0.6k gold.
I'm back, guys!
Hello. Thanks for the solo cast for 6 minutes. Whoa, Fresh lands the hook onto Braum. Braum is taking a lot of damage.
Spectate the game, 1 sec.
You just missed a little bit of damage onto Braum there, whilst Tristana took clear of the
Alright.
ward, and also first build onto Ari in the mid lane against Brand. But other than
Nice.
that, there is not anything
So-
too crazy.
Sisters 1-0. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Fresh lands a really nice hook onto.
Nice grab onto Tristana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this combo of Braum Tristana is gonna be like with Braum's. Oh, that's a gank by Pantheon. Flash stun. Oh. Oh. Okay, nothing comes out of it. Braum just blocks everything with his huge ass shield.
Wow, and that is exactly what you need
come
to
back for the
do.
counter.
He
Oh!
lands that. Is that
Look
the?
at that bouncy! Look at that! Did you see that? Oh!
Yeah,
okay.
the crow lands the crow. What is that? Not the crow storm.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and it bounces on a Pantheon.
Did a lot of
and
damage.
almost kills him.
Having said that, Tristana and Braum have taken a lot of poke,
Pantheon just.
and they might not be able to stay in lane for this. Oh,
Yeah.
but blue team rotate to dragon, and they
Okay, they know dragon's happening.
will be able to take this. Look at Pantheon.
cancels his. Pantheon cancels his recall. To
Pantheon-
try and maybe contest it.
Whoa!
Oh!
Tristana flashes in for the kill on Pantheon,
Oh,
but he
what
can't
the
get
hell?
it straight away. Fiddlesticks lands
Oh,
a W. They get the kill to Pantheon.
No,
Now Ari
nice,
comes in, takes out our
nice
solution.
solution.
Fresh
Oh!
lands a hook onto Fiddlesticks. He can't get the kill. Brand is still there though. Oh, he misses the Q. He can't kill the Fiddlesticks.
Brand!
Gets away.
Brand could have killed Fiddlesticks, but now he's chasing.
And
now he's chasing
Tristana is
Tristana.
stuck. He can't land the
Jukes,
Q.
Jukes. 2v1.
Oh, he gets hooked. Can he
Oh,
finish off? He
oh,
gets the
he's
ignite.
dead.
Kills the Tristana.
He's dead.
This Brand turns it on for the double kill.
Brand couldn't. Brand still got the kill.
Excellent play from the Brand there. Really nice collapse. He makes it a 2 for 2 in the end.
Yeah, that was quite lucky for blue team. I thought blue team would have died there because it was a really early dragon, so they were taking damage from dragon and from red team, but somehow managed to get out with a 2 for 2.
Well, I think Tristana misplayed it so badly. She burned the flash to try and finish off
Yeah,
the...
she flashed in for the kill on the low health Pantheon, right?
Yeah, but she thought about the Pantheon passive, which blocked off the first shot, and she got instantly stunned. And she just wasn't able to finish off the
Yeah.
kill fast enough.
Luckily, Fiddlesticks got the revenge kill.
Yeah, so this
Ooh.
Fiddlesticks is 2-0-1.
Oh, it's top lane.
Yeah, Riven dealing about a bit of damage, but it's you know how you expect it. Lucian dashes in to take out the Braum, but he doesn't see Tristana there. Gets 3 procs of the passive, and he doesn't get any more.
Yeah. Luckily, only 3.
Yeah, and look at the CS, right? Tristana 67 to 49 on Lucian, and top lane 68 to 65 for Azir versus Riven.
Yeah.
And you know,
That's actually okay. Riven's actually doing quite well up there.
yeah, Riven is doing excellent. I mean, it's quite incredible. He's staying in.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh!
Fiddlesticks
That's
ults in. Tristana comes in as well. Pantheon is going down.
Just gets wrecked.
Yeah, Pantheon should
was
not have
really
stayed
nice.
there for that war. That was so greedy. Whoa! And Braun gets charmed. But he can't.
Oh!
Ari can't actually deal out enough damage. Tristana jumps in. He gets the
Oh,
kill.
he's dead.
Again, such greedy plays by purple team there. Pantheon solo in the
Yeah.
dragon to clear
And that
out
just
a
gives away
ward.
a free dragon to blue team.
Yeah, he had no wards there at all. And, you know, the bot lane was missing, gets completely collapsed on. And then Brand joins in.
Nice.
You know, Brand is not able to do
Yeah.
anything there when Pantheon has just died and...
Brand, he wanted to join the fight, but he really shouldn't have been in for a 2v1.
Oh, and Lucian jumps
Oh!
in as well
Oh,
with
and
no
Lucian
support.
goes down as well. Now Pantheon is coming in for...
He is
Oh,
too far
Pantheon's
behind.
coming for-
Whoa, can this
coming
Riven get the
Pantheon's-
kills? And they stun out
Ah!
Trist. Why doesn't Riven go in?
He's
If Riven
going
goes in
in.
now, he can get a kill on Trist. He doesn't get it. Azir out and blocks them back.
Oh.
Oh.
That was basically a TP to save the Tristana.
I think Riven
I'm not
backed
sure
off
about the
too
TP
early
there,
there. I think if Riven landed off one more auto on the Tristana, she would have died.
Yeah.
Backed off far too early. But they do get the kill for the Tristana. Really important kill
But
there.
it's okay, they got 1 kill.
Oh, and Braum gets hooked by the fresh.
Happens.
Yeah. I mean, if we go back to the fight a minute ago, mistake after mistake, Pantheon gets caught. Brandon gets caught walking into a jungle which he should not be in when he has no support
Yeah.
whatsoever. And then
Pantheon,
Lucian,
he wanted the pink ward.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he had no vision, he had no support. So it was a really greedy trying to get a really greedy ward there. And then Brand, he tries to get in and start the fight, but again there's no support, so really greedy plays right there. Then straight after that, Lucian dashes in to a ward, like there's no vision jungle, gets collapsed by 3 sides, and he get instantly killed.
Yeah.
So
and then just get Braum ulted and everything.
Yeah. Again,
he gets everything thrown at him.
Yeah, with no vision, you have to play very carefully. And it's all about,
what does this Nutristana E do?
Oh, so this Nutristana E, on this new update, you land it, and then I believe with each auto attack, you kind of like power up this bomb, and eventually...
Oh, there's a fireball in!
Yeah, and Fresh gets caught out by the Braum passive, they switch onto the... Whoa, Fiddlesticks ganking, he comes in, he's gonna get the kill onto the Fresh, and... Lucian gets stunned up by the Braum passive, and they get the kill on Lucian as well. Brand stuns up this Ahri. Can Ahri get away? Ahri lands a charm. He's so close. One more pass. One more hit and the ignite. He gets saved by the heal.
The clutch heal. Clutch.
And then Brand gets caught out by the Fiddlesticks Sphere. Oh, can he turn it around? He deals out some of the damage, but Fiddlesticks is just a little bit too strong right now. 4-1 and 3 Fiddlesticks. And oh wow, what was that? Is that 2 kills? The bot lane kill bot lanes for the blue team. And now blue team are 8 and 3.
Oh, Pantheon, what's he doing? Wow. He just jumps onto Braum without...
Yeah, the greedy plays.
Wow.
Greedy plays.
Oh, there's more coming out.
And, the red team's mistakes, it can be bottled down to one thing. No vision.
Greed.
Greed and no vision. They keep walking into the jungle without any vision whatsoever where the team is, thinking it's safe. And it's just far too greedy, especially when you're shoved in 9 and 3. They do defend the pink ward though, which is nice.
Oh.
And
Brand looking.
Yeah, he's looking for it. They have the ward in the river. Braum walks into the Brand. He flashes out. Brand burns the hull, and they're able to get away. They burn off the flash from Fresh as well.
Brand failed his stun combo, so
he lands a stun onto Ahri. He's dealing out a lot of damage. Misses the charm, but that's okay. Just deal a little bit of damage.
Lot of damage on Ahri.
Yeah, Riven is taking a lot of poke from this Azir.
Yeah, Azir's starting to build up a lead now.
Oh, and Pantheon goes into the Tristana.
Pantheon, he's just by himself for some reason. And Brand has
they even force out the flash. Yeah.
Yeah, Pantheon again overextending above his further than his teammates.
Absolutely. I mean, he jumped in on the Tristana and then got charmed, and there was no one there. Only Brand, and Brand was a full minion wave behind him.
He wanted to try insta-give the Tristana, but
yeah, there just wasn't the support, and then immediately blue team collapses with 2 more men from the jungle. Yeah, and they get the kill into this Pantheon, who is 0-4 and 0 right now, this is gonna be really hard. And you talk about Pantheon, he's an early jungler. If you don't get ahead early, you really aren't able to stay in the game, especially versus a Fiddlestick.
Yeah.
4-1 and 4 Fiddlesticks. Well, a lot of action in this game.
So Fiddlesticks is just going to get snowbally. Pantheon should have been good early game, but he's just been feeding early game, so it's going to be tough to come back from this.
And it's just not playing around vision correctly. If we look at the wards right now, actually red team are doing not too bad. They have a ward in the middle towards the river to make sure Brand doesn't get ganked again. They have a little bit of a ward into the bot lane, blue side jungle. And 2 pinks out on the field as well, so it is improving at least, but perhaps too little too late, as the Azir takes the top lane turret as well. And about 3 or 4 minutes ago we were saying that Riven is doing so well in CS versus the Azir. 130 to 100 now. 130 CS
it's just
to 100.
extending. Almost every single lane is winning in terms of CS for blue team.
Yeah.
Except for mid. But Ahri is picking up kills.
Yeah, Ahri is 3-0-1 and has landed many charms that save.
So every single lane is doing well. Ooh, a dragon here. Red team are collapsing on it.
Yeah, and they'll get this dragon for free right here.
Red team, do they even know what's going on?
There's no wards and no TP from Riven either. And that will be the second dragon going in.
Oh.
Oh, Brom. Oh, is he going to go in on this?
Brom
Fresh
goes
gets
in.
caught out. Fresh will go down.
God, the
They also get the
Phoenix
fear onto Brand, and he
Fresh.
gets... Brand gets taken out by the fear and charm. Absolutely crazy.
Woo. Fiddlesticks, his ults have been on point this game. They've just been like really nice ults.
Yeah, and this purple side team, looking at the team comp, there is no way they can win a 5v5 against an Azir and Fiddlesticks. You know, with the 5-1 and 5 Fiddlesticks, it is incredibly hard to fight against this team in a team fight. And their only real hope is to get some picks right now when they're 7k behind.
What the?
Yeah.
He just got picked.
Yeah,
No.
you see it right there. The Pantheon jumps in, instantly dies. And another kill for...
Pantheon.
What is this Brand
Whoa!
doing? He's doing a lot of damage.
Brand.
Who's the Ignite and the Tristana final tick? He gets the
Wow,
kill.
completely burns out the Tristana.
Riven comes in for the flank. He gets the kill onto Azir, and he's gonna get a Braum as well. Double kill for Riven.
Double kill.
Can they chase down this Fiddlesticks?
And now
Fiddlesticks flashes as well.
the fight.
Can't land the charm. He ignites
I
the
think
Fiddlesticks.
Fiddle's dead.
Yeah, and Fiddlesticks
Fiddle.
will go down. He will go down to the Riven.
Ah, he's dead. And Ori gets away.
And this is exactly what Purple Team needed. Wow, that is
Yeah, they
exactly
really
what
needed
Purple
that.
Team needed.
Nice roam down from top by Riven to clean up like 3 kills.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely incredible. Yeah, that flank was incredible.
they
And
need Riven to carry this game.
let's not forget what started that. Brand going 1v5 against the team, kills off the Tristana instantly. What
Yeah.
confidence in his plays. I mean, that Brand was
Blue team
walking.
were quite cocky there because they didn't go back. They wanted to. They wanted to take the mid tower. They took it, but they paid for it by
Absolutely,
staying too long.
absolutely, and that is the worst situation. You do not want to give kills to a Riven. Fed Riven is, you know, every team's nightmare.
I want to see this. If this Riven is like Faker level Riven, then
Oh,
yeah,
but
this could be.
Brand
Oh.
gets caught by the charm, and that will be the end of him and the
And
mid
now,
turret.
yeah, that was a free tower. Yeah, they've just got to watch out to these charms. Like they were on the brink of coming back into the game, but one charm and then they're
Yeah.
just behind again.
And they're sieging the inner turret now as well, the inhib turret.
The siege. Oh, look at this.
And yeah, look at the
20
Azir.
minutes in and they're already sieging the.
I mean, this is the
Base
power.
tower,
This is the zone control of Azir. Look at that
Ooh.
poke with one
Ooh,
auto.
wasted draw ult though.
So much damage.
Oh my god, Azir.
Yeah, Azir is so strong, and he's got the Morellas for the 20% CDR, and that will boost his attack speed as well.
Azir.
Oh, and he's
Azir.
dealing so much damage on the Pantheon here.
Azir.
That is a lot of damage. Jesus.
Step away from his soldiers. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, and let's look at the red team here. There is no magic resist outside of this Hex Drinker for Riven.
Yeah.
And you look at that one
Oh,
auto.
Brand.
Brand flashes in against the Azir. He gets the
Oh,
damage. He can't take the stun. Oh, and he gets feared.
Oh, Fiddlesticks comes in and saves the day.
Oh,
so
good
close.
God! The fear.
So close.
Fear was
I think
last
without-
second.
Without the Fiddlesticks without the Fiddlesticks coming in, then that would have been
Yeah,
a kill.
that fear
bad,
was
but-
so life-saving. Wow.
Clutch.
Yeah, but we see this Brand. This guy plays a strong Brand, a confident Brand. I mean, he knows
Yeah.
when he can go in and get those kills, which is absolutely incredible. But yeah, coming back to this, there's
Oh, Tristana.
Fresh looks for the zone, but
Oh,
look at the
dodges
blue
the
team.
hook.
Blue team are collapsing right now, and this
Oh,
Fresh is going down.
Tristana.
Fresh is going
Blue
down
team's
here.
collapsing on this.
Yeah,
Oh no, Fresh.
and
Oh
this
my
is not
God,
a fight that they
revenge.
want.
Oh my.
This is not a fight that you want. And we
Both
come.
Fresh and Pantheon overextend to kill Tristana and then they pay for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
nice
Riven gets
charge
caught by
from
the
Riven.
charm. He
Riven's
gets
gonna go
speared
down.
as well. He takes so much damage. He's gonna get out of here with the
Riven's
shield.
down. Riven's dead.
Brand gets killed as well, and
Riven's
Lucian
out.
is gonna go down
He
with
makes the entire
him.
team-
No, he gets out. Right.
Blue team, are you gonna go back or are you just gonna keep? Oh my god!
Wow. Lucian with 40 HP there.
Blue team not even bothering to go back to base. They're just, oh my god.
And this is inhib turret. First inhib turret at 22 minutes. And yeah, absolutely. Again, it's the vision. They didn't see the blue team collapsing on the Thresh and the Pantheon. And not to mention, even if there was no blue team, Thresh and Pantheon were so far overextended. There's no one else with them. And you look at this 060 Pantheon, he has no damage. There's no way that Thresh and Pantheon can 2v1 the Tristana. Wow, and blue team turned back
right
for this
now,
dragon.
If Tristana's at a point where they can 2v1, then it's pretty
Yeah, we do see Tristana back actually. It's such low HP. But look at this. Look at the Riven.
She's gonna come back with a Hulk.
Dragon in 7 seconds, and Riven has no TP. Unless Riven really dashes down here right now, they cannot contest this. Brand is in the mid lane.
Nah, forget Dragon. Get the Raptors, of course.
And what is Thresh doing? Why is he trying to solo it? Oh, he brings it out. But Brand and Riven are not there. The red team
Riven,
need to back up right now. They need to back out of this. Tristana jumps on the Brand. Can he kill him?
In on Brand.
Yeah, and that's Brand going down.
And now Thresh is just gonna get bursted. Pantheon gets bursted. 3 for 0. And now they're getting on Dragon.
Yeah, 3 for 0. And this is exactly, you know, red team just were not ready for that. What was it? Riven was not even there. And Tristana instantly recognizes her strength. Infinity Edge, Static Shiv, and Pickaxe at 24 minutes. He instantly jumps onto this Brand with no armor, destroys him straight away.
Damn.
Yeah, and there is just
so this Tristana knows her damage output very well because
well, look at the score.
Just jumped in aggressively to 1v1 Brand.
5-2 and 10 with 155 CS.
And she's fed. So yeah.
And I mean, fair play to Brand. If he had landed a stun, maybe he could have turned around the damage, but missed the stun and just got completely destroyed. Yeah, and you know, we talked about this Riven getting the triple kill, you know, about 5 minutes ago. It's no good unless he joins the team fight, right? You look at the kills, right? 7 kills for purple team, 4 of them are from Riven. If Riven is not there, they cannot win a team fight. This is where the gold is right now.
Yeah.
If we look at the gold actually for a second here. So Riven is actually on 7.6k. Oh, as Tristana takes a little bit of damage on Thresh. But yeah, Riven is on 7.6k, and he's actually losing out on gold to the Azir, who's on 8k. Which... Oh, Thresh lands the hook onto the Ahri. Can they get the kill? Ahri just ults out of there.
Oh, yeah. Brand finally goes down.
Yeah, and Brand gets collapsed on.
And now...
Brom lands the passive.
Lucian!
What are you doing in the jungle as well?
Oh.
Lucian gets killed. Wow.
Okay, another 0 deaths from blue team.
Yeah,
this
and this was
2 kills picked up.
You know, it was a good hook onto Ahri, but just not enough damage to finish her. And you saw it right there. They had so much CC, but they just could not finish her.
And now they just take a free Baron.
Yep, free Baron for blue team, and you can't help but think that
blue team slain Baron Nashor.
You can't help but think they're gonna finish this off soon.
Yeah, this is the gold lead is just like getting exponential right now. It's getting pretty insane. 24-7, 26 minutes in only, so this is a pretty quick game.
Yeah, this is a quick game indeed.
What's going on here? 2v1 by Riven? Riven, what are you doing?
Yeah, Riven can't go in on that.
Tries it. Oh my god, and now
Pantheon out, and he doesn't cancel the ult. What is he doing?
Riven, he just joins the party, but he's late for the party.
That ult was far too late.
Yeah. You can... What, can you cancel Pantheon ult?
Yeah, you can cancel it.
Oh, that Pantheon gets ganked. Oh my god.
Tristana. Wow.
He's not even safe behind his own tower. That's pretty scary, isn't it?
Yeah, at this point, there is not too much. Land the hook, but what can they do here?
That's four blue team members on the bot lane.
Yeah, and Fresh is landing a lot of these hooks, but look
Oh
at this.
my god!
Whoa,
Oh
Tristana
my god,
jumps in, he's gonna get a kill! No, he gets killed by the Brand! The Brand turns it around!
Oh.
And Purple Team will take that. They will take that absolutely. That was
Tristana being way
incredible.
too aggressive there. But I like it. I like it a lot. You know?
Well, Tristana thought that she was gonna instantly, you know, burn down this Brand. She took out so much damage,
Yeah.
but just
She paid for it.
yeah, she got stunned.
But I like her confidence because you know that when you're this much ahead, you've got to be manly and make those plays right. So
Yeah, well,
she-
I mean, again, if she got stunned, if she didn't get stunned, then she might have got the
Yeah.
kill lead. Oh, and Ari lands a charm onto the Pantheon, Pan gets
stunned
Brom
up. Oh my
ulted,
God.
and he gets killed by the Fiddlesticks. Oh,
Fiddlesticks. Oh, he gets hooked.
yeah, and look how low they are right now. Riven's
Oh, in the
ulti
chase.
just misses out, and one auto from the Azir. You see what
So
it does.
close. Two really low members.
By the way, while all of this was happening, Azir took the top inner inhib turret.
Yeah.
So now there are 2 exposed inhibs on red side, and all
It's
blue
looking
team,
grim.
yeah, all blue team needs to do is push it down, get those super minions.
Tristana here though, being collapsed on. Ooh,
Doesn't
is
quite
she gonna
land the
get
hook,
away?
but
Tristana?
yeah, she will just jump away.
Oh, do you see that new jump animation?
Oh, Brand! What is
Brand, what
Brand
are you
doing? He's going too far.
Oh
Ah.
my god, Brand really wants this Tristana.
What
but Tristana
is-
baits her. Tristana baits Brand into her entire team.
Oh, and Lucian is caught on the
What's this?
wrong side of the jungle right now. They're going onto the Fresh. Fresh gets killed by the Fiddlesticks, and Lucian has showed they don't even care about this Lucian because they're gonna push in for the final inhib turret.
Lucian needs to get back now and defend, but I don't think he's gonna be able to defend against 5
Yeah, and
bed members. Or...
look how strong blue team are. They don't even care about getting the exposed inhibs. They're gonna take this inhib turret, and this is 3 exposed inhibs now. First one going down again, and will they look to finish this? Ari goes in for the charm, but misses the charm. He can still
Misses
finish
the
off
charm.
the Pantheon.
Oh my
Tristana
God.
jumps in. Can they kill off the Pantheon?
jumps
Azir
in.
gets the kill. Oh wow! Yeah, and they just turn it around.
Okay, that's another kill. Oh my god, Azir!
That is 2 inhibs. They go for the third one as
It is
well.
gonna be the third inhib.
Yeah. And look at that Azir poke! 1 auto!
Oh my god! Riven going!
Exhausted! They've exhausted the Riven. She will go down. Yeah.
Rob is still alive? He's still alive!
Yeah, and
Azir's
Azir,
a damage. Oh my god! Look at Blue Team's health.
they're
Look at it.
so
Oh my
so
God.
low. Ah.
Oh my god!
So. Oh, and there's
Oh.
Pantheon ulti when he goes in. Can they get a kill on Azir? Yes, they do. Can they get any more kills out of this though? No. Pantheon takes so much damage from the REQ, and they are forced back. What is Fresh doing? Oh
Fresh, Jesus Christ. Fuck.
God.
Okay, so that's 56 to 38k,
Yeah.
34 to 10 kills at 30 minutes, and
2 inhibs
that's
down.
2 inhibs down, almost a third.
Yeah. And you know that fight, I mean, it feels like blue team are just saying, hey, we're so far ahead now, let's just go YOLO, let's do whatever. Because they did not need to play out like that at all.
Yeah.
And they still come out, you know, even. They will turn now for the 4th dragon, and they will get this as well. With 2 inhibs down, they'll probably then turn on to the final inhib and look to close out the game.
Yeah.
And you saw there the Riven.
Tristana here walking up.
Oh,
Tristana walking up dangerously though.
Yeah.
Nothing happens of it.
Tristana always has that jump
Oh,
as
is
well.
Fresh gonna get caught out? Fresh.
Wow, that damage. Tristana jumps in as well.
Tristana does tons
Fresh,
of
then he
damage.
lands the hook.
Riven?
Can he get the... Oh, he doesn't get a stun.
free one.
Riven
Tristana's
gets the
going
stun
in
on
for
it.
free
Tristana
one.
dies.
Oh,
And she can't even
Way
finish off
too
the
ballsy.
Fresh.
what the hell? Wow, Tristana going into 3 people.
Yeah.
I think she wanted to get the Fresh, and then
Yeah, she wanted to get the Fresh.
she didn't have vision of the other guys, but she was like YOLO. We died for it.
Well, yeah, I thought she'd at least trade the kill, but no. You know, instantly
didn't.
stun locked by the Riven and Brand. And then
Yeah.
there's nothing she can do that. Then after that,
Brand's damage right now is still pretty okay, but
I look at this Riven. This full damage Riven with the Ravenous Hydra and also
Yeah.
the Last Whisper.
Brand and Riven definitely still have a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, Brand goes onto this Fiddlesticks and can't get the stun.
Fiddlesticks has a lot of damage.
And look at that Azir! Gosh, one auto, and it just takes so much of that HP from Fresh. Oh, he takes him down so low. Look at that. Yeah, the Azir damage.
By Azir.
Look at him. He's got the Ravenous Hydra plus a needlessly large rod and a Morello's, and he's building that out now into the Zhonya's, which he will get soon. And blue team now line up for this Baron in 1 second. They will get this uncontested
so they got
Baron.
Uncontested. Yeah, look at the wards. They've basically warded the entire path towards Baron.
Yeah.
So they know where red team is and really well played. Like that warning in preparation for the Baron, that's what you see in the LCS, right? And then blue team pulling this off. That's pretty impressive.
Well, having said that, they're 17k up. There is not much.
I mean, the fact that they know how to plan a Baron by preparing the wards first and then taking the Baron, that's really impressive.
Absolutely. And they will now get ready to siege up this final inhib, and they will take this down.
Yeah, this should be quite easy because they got Baron buff minions.
Yeah. Ooh, Rari jumps into the Lucian, he takes up so much damage.
Oh my god!
And they burn down the Fresh instantly.
She misses the charm, but that doesn't matter. Her damage is just insane. Look at this damage on Brand.
Wow, Brand is going down.
Yeah.
This, he lands the charm on the Pantheon as well.
Okay.
Another kill for Tristana.
And now Riven, it's just up to Riven to save the day.
Tristana jumps in. Can he get a kill? So close.
No, and it's gonna be GG.
Would he dive the top? Would he dive the fountain?
Really dominant performance by blue team.
GG to blue team.
GG. Nice.
Any closing words?
Stomped by blue team. Just really nice picks with the charm that basically snowballed their game.
Yeah, and you know, it just came back to again snowballing. It was the vision control from red team. They kept trying to go into unwarded jungle.
Yeah,
it was far too greedy a play.
Yeah, lots of solo picks by blue team onto Pantheon and Brand.
Yeah, and if you look at
especially around the dragon pit. Yeah,
some of this damage as well. Actually, Brand doing 30k damage, the most damage in the game.
Brand does insane damage because of his burn, because of his AoE. So yeah.
Yeah, but look at that, 4, 12, and 5, and he still outputs so much. And the second closest, you know, Azir 27k, so much damage.
AP champs are crazy, man.
Yeah, and you talk about this Fed Riven, only 7k damage on her, to be honest.
Nah.
Which is, you know, again, this just not joining up enough for the team fights. Well, anyway, thanks for watching this game, and hopefully we'll get the next one up soon.
Yep, see you guys game 3.
See ya.